and welcome to RKGIT e-learning channel. I'm Neetu Bansla. I'm an assistant professor in CSE department. Today I'll be briefing about SOA, Service Oriented Architecture, which is an important aspect in cloud computing. So what it is all about? SOA is actually a concept which is independent of any language or particular platform. It is basically used for developing the distributed systems. Why distributed system I'm saying? Because the sole aim of SOA is to promote the efficient distribution of information, and the distribution of information is highly supported in distributed systems only. So before coming to the all elaborations, let us first check out the SOA basic terminologies. First term is service. What actually a service is in SOA? A service is a well-defined unit of function that supports a particular functionality. Next term is a service provider. A service provider is a kind of agent that promotes the service, that promotes a particular service. Next we have service consumer. A service consumer is nothing but a client, or sometimes it can be another application or another service also. It is always called at an application end or at the end user part. Next is service broker. Task of a service broker is to transport request from one service provider to one or many other service providers. Next we have service locator. Function of service locator is to examine the service provider interfaces from time to time and locating the locations of all the services going on currently. Okay, so before I come to SOA component, let us first give a glance at the characteristics of SOA. First characteristic is easy integration. We say that SOA supports easy integration. Why? Because it boosts the reusability of softwares and hardware components at a high rate. Next aspect of easy integration is platform independency. SOA supports high platform independency with the help of certain middlewares and compatible bytecodes. Next characteristic is loosely coupled. Loosely coupled functionality promotes high availability of resources across the geographic barriers. Next characteristic supported by SOA is parallel development. Since SOA follows layered architecture like client-server architecture, then it supports parallel development of applications. Next characteristic is high availability of resources. Since SOA goes on in interoperability environment or inter-cloud communication environment, it supports high availability of resources. Now we come to SOA components. SOA components is often divided or is often studied into two aspects. First is functional aspect and the other is quality of service aspect. So let us discuss functional aspect first. We have service registry here. So what is service registry? A registry is a kind of normal register that keeps the accountability of all the service providers which are taking part in a particular SOA, and the amount of data they are being using and where that data is being used. That all information goes to service registry. Next, in functions, first function is transport function. What is the duty of transport function? A transport function takes the request from a consumer or client, gives it to a particular service provider, then takes back the response from a service provider and shifts that response to the concerned client or consumer. Next, we have service description. In service description, we have all the information of a particular service provider and the amount of data that service provider is using currently. Next we have protocols. What is a protocol? A protocol is a set of well-defined constraints that a particular service provider has to follow before publishing or before laying out a particular service into a well-defined system. Next we have business processes. What are business processes? These are set of services along with particular constraints or set of protocols being carried out to go for a particular business problem solution. Next aspect is quality of service. So let me tell you first what QoS or quality of service is. Why we take into consideration QoS. QoS is the measure of highest throughput of a particular resource that it gives while having minimum number of resources, optimal amount of time and well defined set of constraints. So that is a QoS. So QoS is defined here with these four entities. First is policy. Policy again is a set of rule which runs in a particular organization. A policy has to be followed first before publishing a particular service. Next is security. Security function tells us about the proper identification and authorization of a particular consumer or client that is taking part into the system. Next we have transaction. A transaction is a well-defined operation which either completes all or it never starts at all. Last is management. A management is a set of well-defined attributes which is being used to manage the services taking part in a particular system or the entire system during the whole business process. That was all about the SOA. Thank you so much.